As the investigation into Mayor Catherine Pugh continues, where does it leave the rest of the investigations into the University of Maryland medical system? Here now for the first bill that was introduced to address transparency with board members is Senator Jill Carter. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
We're talking about almost 7 weeks ago when this really all started to unfold here, and it became a Healthy Holly scandal is the way that a lot of the media started focusing. But there's actually a whole investigation going on with the UMMS board.
Absolutely. So, you know, I put in a Senate bill that would call for greater accountability and transparency for the University of Maryland Medical System Board upon information that board members were profiting from their positions on the board to the extent of millions and millions of dollars. And so, you know, it was uncovered that 9 board members were receiving profits from their position on the board. Right. And from all evidence that we have had and have, these contracts were not going through the procurement process. And so,
but is this typical though? I mean, it seems like a lot of people have said, oh, well, that's kind of how business is done. Maybe not ethical, but really not criminal.
Well, they are not government. They're private. However, they receive millions and millions of dollars of state funds every year. Thus, there should be some accountability and transparency for that.
But then all of a sudden there was a shift, though, to the Healthy Holly book scandal and Mayor Pugh. I think once she returned the $100,000, it was a laser focus on her. And the other board members, while some have resigned, there's a lot of board members that were on there. There's a couple dozen board members that run that. But there was a few that resigned, and then all of a sudden they're almost forgotten now.
Right. Well, I don't think they're forgotten. They may be forgotten by some of the news media and the public, but there's, 6 or 7 ongoing investigations right now. There's the Maryland Insurance Administration is doing an investigation. We have with the mayor the FBI and the IRS. Right. We have the Ethics Board doing an investigation. We have the state prosecutor doing an investigation. And then in addition to that, that sprung from the legislation, we have an internal and external audit, and we also have another investigation just of the board and its practices. So there's a lot going on. I don't think we've seen the end of it by a long shot.
By introducing this bill, though, this is going to go statewide, so it's going to change the way that all boards are then run.
Well, no, just University of Maryland and its affiliates for now. Okay. And then, but I do believe legislators are going to come in the future and expand it further to impact other boards and commissions.
Kind of shining a light on other ones, and it may start spreading out. I guess we may start giving it a little bit more. What else needs to happen then? I mean, in the meantime, right now, as this investigation is still unfolding, what else
needs to happen? So much needs to happen. Well, the first thing I think is most important thing is that we that are public servants need to make sure that we're restoring public trust, because this has been a major blow, to the psyche and the heart and soul of our city and our state. And I think that it's important that we have to do everything in our power to show that we can be trustworthy and accountable. And so I think that, some of the legislation that City Council is doing now to kind of change our ethics laws and other things, right, I think is critically important.
Okay. Senator Jill Carter, thank you so much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.